Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to our online class. Hope all of you are fine at home by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, today I will teach you Chapter 7, Economy of Bangladesh. After doing the class, you will be able to answer of these questions. Number 1. What do you mean by economic way of life? Number 2. There are some differences between rural and urban economic way of life. Explain. 3. Briefly discuss about the economic sectors of Bangladesh. 4. What do you mean by human resource? And 5. What are the ways of turning population into human resource? For understanding economy of Bangladesh, at first you have to understand what is economy. Dear students, to lead our daily life, we need money, so that we have to earn money, and there are lot of sources to earn money in this world. The source of earning money and consuming money are included in economy. Now, I will discuss on the economic way of life. What is economic way of life? The economic work done by any society or a group of people as livelihood is called economic way of life of that society or population group. I am telling you again, the economic work done by any society or a group of people as livelihood is called economic way of life of that society or population group. Dear students, you see that there are two ways of economic life in Bangladesh. There are rural economic way of Bangladesh and urban economic way of Bangladesh. At first, we will discuss on rural economic way of Bangladesh. Dear students, you know that most of the people of Bangladesh are living in villages, and their main profession is farming land. Even those who have not enough land to farm, they cultivate others' land for leading their life. That is why Bangladesh is called agro-based country. In fact, most of the people of Bangladesh are dependent on agriculture to get food. We see that there are some other professional people in village area. There are fishermen, teacher, weaver, blacksmith, porter, carpenter, and butchers, etc. And some people run small traders in the village, huts and bazaars, or in the nearby cities and towns. The rural economy of Bangladesh remains dynamic with all of them. Once agriculture was utterly neglected despite being the most necessary and important aspect of our life. But at present, modern tools, fertilizers, insecticides and hybrid seeds are being used in agriculture. As a result, not only the production of crops has increased, but also a new prospect for rural economy has been created. Its impact has fallen on the overall way of life, including education and health of the rural people. Dear students, now I will discuss on urban economic way of Bangladesh. The most of the people of urban area are businessmen, service holder, doctor, engineer, teacher, or industrialist, etc. Dear students, about 30% people of the total population of Bangladesh live in cities. A large number of people live in capital city Dhaka, port city Chapter-7, industrial city Narayanganj and Khulna. Apart from these cities, People living in divisional district and upazila towns do jobs in offices, courts, mills and factories, run trade and commerce, drive vehicles, do domestic work in the houses and serve as day laborers and thus earn their livelihood. The rich among the city dwellers live in the aristocratic areas. The middle class of the lower class people live in their own houses or in the rented houses, according to their ability. Besides, a vast number of people live in slums. The number of floating people is not small in big cities. They spend the night in the footpath, park, railway station, lunch terminal, etc. To survive, they also have to earn some source of livelihood. Industrialists, businessmen, doctor, engineer, service holder, professionals, day laborers and slum dwellers all getting together keep the urban economic life active. Dear students, we see that the difference between the rural and urban economic way of life is getting reduced to some extent due to industrialization and urbanization. Interdependence of village and city is increasing. Now, the village people are more dependent on cities than before for education, employment, healthcare, etc. Every day, lots of people come to cities due to expansion of urban life, industrialization, and in search of work. As a result, the role of city people is getting more important in the national economy day by day. I think all of you have understood the economic way of life of urban and rural area. Now, I am going to discuss on the economic sectors of Bangladesh. The economic sectors of Bangladesh are agriculture, industry, trade and commerce, service sector, etc. Already you have understood that Bangladesh is an agriculture-based country. From the ancient time, agriculture has been playing a key role in the economy of Bangladesh. Even today, most of the people depend on agriculture for their livelihood. Paddy, jute, tea, rabi crops, producing vegetables and fruits, forest resources, livestock rearing, pisciculture are considered as agricultural sectors. Pisciculture, that means cultivation of fish. Try to keep in your mind. Pisciculture means cultivation of fish. The contribution of agriculture in our national economy is more than 20%. Dear student, try to keep in your mind. The contribution of agriculture in our national economy is more than 20%. We will discuss on industry as an economic sector of Bangladesh. The sector includes materials produced in factories, electricity, gas, mineral resources, construction of building and infrastructure, etc. The remarkable industrial products of Bangladesh are jute and leather products, thread and cloth. Besides this, there are paper mill, garments industry, furniture workshop, sugar mill, food producing industry, petrol and chemical industry, medicine industry, etc. The more developed a country is, the more important is the role of industrial sector in the economy of that country. So that the industry is very much important sector for developing our country. Now, we will discuss on trade and commerce. It is also another important sector in our economy. Domestic and foreign trade is the main economic sector. The buying and selling of products within the country on personal and institutional initiatives is called domestic trade. This domestic trade plays an important role in keeping the economy of the country vigorous. We import some of the goods to meet the local demand, just as we export some of the goods producing in plenty in our country. In this way, foreign currency earned by exporting goods strengthens our economy. Our another important sector is service sector. Service sector plays an important role in the economy of the country. Education, healthcare, housing, transport or communication, bank, insurance, public administration, law enforcing agencies are the examples of service sector. This sector is run by both public and private enterprise. The more a country is developed and more importance is given on public welfare, the more vigorous is the service sector there. So dear students, service sector is also an important sector in our economy. Dear students, if we stay with economic solvency, we can get prosperous life. For getting prosperous life, there are some ways. Now, I am going to discuss on that ways. Road to development. Turning population to human resource. For financial development, at first, we have to turn into human resource by getting proper training and education. Development of agriculture. Already we have understood that agriculture is the base of our economy. So it is very much needed to develop our agricultural sector. Utilization of natural resources. You know that we have lot of natural resources like natural gas, coal, oil, different types of mineral resources, forest resource, fisheries, etc. And if we use properly the natural resources, will be developed very soon. Expansion of industries. For economical development, we have to expand our industry. We have to create new job fields for mitigating unemployment problem. That is why industrial development is very much necessary. Building of infrastructures. Actually, infrastructures shows the financial solvency. Not only that, by the infrastructural development, we can be developed very soon. Planning and implementation. Planning and implementation are very much necessary to do something in proper way. All of these are very much important for our financial development. Dear students, for doing all of this in proper way, we will have to become human resource. Human resource. There are a lot of people are living in our country. If we become resource for the country, then our country will be developed very soon. Dear students, there are some ways to become as a human resource. That are imparting quality education and vocational education to aid in professional applying technical education. Imparting training in productive works to help develop innovative power, ensuring advanced healthcare and housing, creating extensive employment opportunities. If these steps are taken and executed properly, 100% people of the country will get the privilege of turning into manpower. A country with 100% skilled manpower cannot remain poor. The development of that country is uncertain. Now, I am going to discuss on the role of the state in creating human resource. Dear students, man cannot turn himself into human resource. The state has a big role to play in this regard. People will have to come forward to implement any initiative taken by the government. I think all of you have understood the lesson. There is a homework for you. Write in your copy. Number 1. What is economic way of life? Here is 1 mark. 2. Compare between rural and urban economic way of Bangladesh. Here is 3 marks. I am telling you again, what is economic way of life? Here is 1. Number 2. Compare between rural and urban economic way of Bangladesh. Here is 3 marks. Dear students, your SBA marks will be dependent on this homework. After opening the school, you will have to submit to me the homework. So do the homework attentively and stay safe. That's all for the class. See you again in the next class. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.